Kitaffe Ssaabasumba kati omugenzi ye yandibadde wano era yabadde ategese obubaka ng'olunaku luno alwetegekedde bulungi. Sinaba kufundikira, njagala okuwa obubaka obwo bwe yabadde atulekedde. Fratelli tutti, let us strengthen our faith, hope and love by being good witnesses of Christ. Dear people of God, introduction. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Alleluia. This is our traditional Easter greeting, in which we express our joy and faith in the risen Lord. The fifth article of our creed says, He descended into hell, and on the third day he rose from the dead. Christ, who suffered, died and was buried, is now risen. Death no longer has the last word. Evil is defeated. The tables are turned, and Christ our light is the true victor in the fight against forces of darkness. The angel testifies as much. He is not here, for he has risen, just as he said. Come, see the place where he was lying, as we find it in Matthew chapter 28, verse 6. Thus, with his faith, St. Paul is able to exclaim, and rightly so, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? First letter of St. Paul to Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 55. As Christians, we are an Easter people. Being an Easter people has 3 marks. These marks are brought out well in the theme of the Archdiocese of Kampala. Fratelli tutti, let us deepen our faith, hope and love by being good witnesses of Christ. As an Easter people, we are a people of faith, we are a people of hope, and we are a people of love. Fratelli tutti, let us strengthen our faith, hope, and love by being good witnesses of Christ. My Easter message, he said, is centered on the 4 pillars of our Archdiocese theme, which are faith, hope, and love, and lastly, fratelli tutti, brotherhood or sisterhood. We are a people of faith, hope, and love. In the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 13. As an Easter people, our life should be one that is grounded in unshakable faith. At times, we can be lost in a maze of things, like Martha, Luke chapter 10, verse 41, and forget that Mary has chosen the better part. Luke chapter 10, verse 42, to be at the feet of the Lord. As an Easter people, been raised, then our preaching is in vain, and your faith is in vain. First letter of St. Paul to Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 14. That is to say, without the resurrection, Jesus would have remained forever a good person who has met a tragic death like many other charismatic and revolutionary leaders. However, as a matter of fact, Christ is risen from the timber, that each one of us shall be judged by our work, and our works and actions should be geared at building a beautiful Uganda and promoting peace and justice at all levels. In conclusion, dear people of God, as I conclude, I invite you to maintain faith, hope, and love. Olwokusatu tusuubira omulambo okuleetebwa wano mu cathedral ku ssaawa 4 wabeerewo ekitambiro kya mmisa. Ate ku lwokusatu era tujja kusuubira kyo kye kinaasooka n'ebitambiro ebirala bijja kugoberera ng'entereeza bw'eneeba efulumye. Ate ku lwokuna okutusuubira okuziika, ng'era emmisa tusuubira ejja kutandika ku ssaawa 4 ez'okumakya. Obukakafu n'obujjuvu bwa pulogulaamu eyo ejja kufuluma. Tusuubira nti bakitaffe ab'ebisikoopi mu provinsi eno bajja kuba batukulembera mu misa ezo. Ate ku lwokuna tusuubira nti ssentebe olukiiko lw'abeebisikoopi yanaakulembera emisa ey'okuziika. Tubaagaliza amazuukira ga Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo amalungi. Twongere okusabira kitaffe Ssaabasumba atwongere okunywera mu ddiini yaffe, tubeere bajulira ba Kristo abalungi. Omukama abakulembere bulijjo.